What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Just wanted to get into a little bit of a video here. I kind of was just on the phone with somebody that I talked to a few times, and kind of made me think about a topic that I wanted to cover. But before I get into that, did want to mention that I have my $100 bounty out for anybody that sees me with my Super Trucker headset on outside of my truck. So anyway, keep that in mind should you see me out there on the road. Now, one of the things that I've either got people asking about through email, comments, or even on the phone was, how can you make this lease successful? Any tips, things like that. So this really has nothing to do with leasing, but or even just driving in general. This is more kind of a life thing. But one thing I'm going to mention in this is do not waste your time. Now, when you're driving, you're going to be driving anywhere from 6 hours on the low end to damn near 11 hours on the high end. So that's going to give you a lot of time to, get some stuff accomplished. Now, you're not going to be able to do much because you're going to be inside the truck, but there's a lot of things you can do. And one thing that I do is I talk to a number of different people that come from a whole bunch of different perspectives, and we're going to get to one of these people in a minute because I want everybody to run over and take a look at this channel. But it's just going to kind of depend. So the last week that I've been driving, I've been watching different documentaries or things like that on last week it might have been Dustin Moskowitz, Sean Parker, Eduardo Severin, CJ Walker, Annie Malone, just anybody that's kind of in business that gives you a different mindset on things. Not necessarily the trucking type stuff, because when it really comes down to it, I think that a lot of people look at trucking in one particular way, and kind of being able to look at things from a number of different angles, whether it's trucking or anything in life, is going to be kind of valuable. So I get a lot of insight from a lot of people that I talk to on the phone. Different people I talk to motivate me or give me perspective in different ways. So somebody I'm going to tell you about, there's a YouTube channel that I want you to run out there and take a look at. His name is Chuck from Trucking Through Life. And he'd gone to Prime and since left Prime, but definitely all about that business. And somebody that, every time I talk to him, I leave that conversation with something. So I think he's coming out with a new series on his YouTube channel that's meant to kind of serve as motivation to people in and outside of trucking. So run by there, take a look at his channel. It's called Trucking Through Life. And I'm actually going to put a card up here. So click on this card, and that will take you directly to his channel. So how do I spend my time? That's how I spend it. I really don't listen to music or anything like that. I really try to get something out of that time that I'm going to spend driving. And some of it could be just talking to different people. Samson, Lorenzo, if you happen to be watching this, there's a driver at Prime. He's 4'5" tall. And every time I think about, how hard it is to do this, or, whatever the situation might be, I'm like, man, this guy's 4'5" tall. He's having to hop in and out of this trailer, even just plugging in his airlines and, washing his windshield and all this kind of stuff. And to see somebody out there 4'5" getting after it, that's pretty motivating. I mean, that's a lot of work. I mean, other than doing them trailer inspections, I'm sure you could do a hell of a trailer inspection for sure. But outside of that, being 4'5" is some hard work. So that kind of motivates me whenever I'm looking at things and getting a little frustrated. That's pretty much the answer to that question. What do I do, or what tips do I have? You are who you surround yourself with, and I try to surround myself with people from different backgrounds. And I'm not saying that everybody I surround myself with has to be somebody that I want to be like, but everybody can give you a totally different perspective on things. And, you know, it's not always just about what, you know, perspective they can give to you. It can be, you know, the self-gratification of being able to pass on some of the stuff that you know to other people and stuff like that. So my tip when it comes to trucking has really nothing to do with trucking. All this stuff is going to come easy. You know, trucking in the 2000s, you know, especially the 2020s, is pretty much the easiest job I've ever had. You know, I know that the old school truckers went through a lot of different kind of stuff, and, you know, I'm grateful to them for paving the way, but trucking is trucking. You know, so you're gonna get all your knowledge from that. It's how do you bring in stuff from other aspects of your life or from other points of view. I think that kind of what gives you a different perspective on things, I guess, is kind of what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that is a good tip for the day. Don't waste your time. I mean, I know some of that music is good out there, but I think personally I get more from listening to people that make me think in more of a cerebral way. And, you know, I need that. You know, I graduated high school with a 1.8 grade point average, so I had to catch up at some point. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I want to thank Chuck for the good talk today, and my man Samson for always providing me with some good perspective on how easy us regular sized truck drivers have it out there. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day, and I am out.